Making friends in my 50s feels like something I had to kind of relearn, but in a quieter, more intentional way. There was a time in my life when connection was just instant. You meet someone, you feel the vibe, you lean all the way in. You're not overthinking, there's no hesitating, just openness and flow and believing that good energy means lasting energy. And life has a way of teaching you that not everything that feels aligned in a moment is meant to stay long term. So now, even when I meet someone and there's a natural spark, there's also a stillness in me that watches, not in a suspicious way, but in a grounded way. As if my spirit is saying, just let this unfold, don't rush it. And I've come to understand that this isn't me being closed off, it's me being more aware. And there's a small wall of caution that sometimes shows up, but it doesn't feel like a barrier anymore. It just feels like wisdom. It feels like protection earned through experience. It feels like a softer kind of discernment, which I prayed for, that only comes after you've lived life enough to recognize patterns. And I've learned people can mirror your energy in the beginning. They can say all the right things. They can show up warm. They can create a sense of ease. But consistency is what tells the truth. Time is what reveals intention. So I just move differently now. I take my time. I observe more than I speak at first. I pay attention to energy over time instead of getting lost in the moment. And I don't want to lose the beauty of connection, because even now there is something special about meeting someone new. The ease in conversation and the laughter that you both have, the feeling of like, oh, I could see myself knowing this person more. I just don't confuse that feeling with permanence anymore, because in this season of life, friendship feels less about quantity and more about alignment. And less about how many people are around you and more about how you feel in their presence. Like, do I feel peace? Do I feel pressure? Do I feel like I'm performing? Do I feel like I can be myself without shrinking or over-explaining? And those are the questions I didn't always ask when I was younger, but now they just come naturally. And there's also something spiritual about that you can't ignore. Like, I don't believe people cross paths randomly. Some come to teach, some come to watch, some come to stretch us. Some are just passing through to move us into our next level of growth. So I don't force connection anymore. I just let it unfold. I let it breathe. And I just let it do what it do. And what I've realized is that real friendship doesn't feel like you're chasing. It feels easy. It feels mutual and steady. But I also stay mindful not to build so many walls that I block what's meant for me. Because even in my 50s, I still want connection. I still want to laugh. I still want conversations that feel nourishing and real. And you want people that you can sit with and just be. I don't want to perform. So I'm learning that balance between openness and discernment, warmth and awareness. That's what friendship in this season really is for me. Not rushing in, not shutting people out, but staying grounded enough to recognize what is real when it arrives in your life. So I'll ask you this. How have your standards or boundaries around friendship changed as you've gotten wiser in years? And what do you no longer tolerate in your connections? Let's talk about it. Thank you for listening. Love, health, and wealth. Peace.